Hi, this is a demonstration of IAMLOC Enterprise 2011, and I'm going to go over all of the features that it has, and I'm going to demonstrate the method for creating the network settings. This is the first screen. It's basically links to all the main sections: blocking, scheduling and reporting, and configuration options. I will first go over the blocking tab. There's several tabs within blocking. There's website blocking, do not block, category blocking, program blocking, which is programs such as executable files, title blocking, which is blocking programs by title, system blocking, and pornography blocking. I will briefly go over each one. The website blocking. Their website blocks by keywords. It will block the titles of web pages or a keyword within the URL of a web page. So for instance, if I want to block YouTube, I could type in the word YouTube, add it, and now it will block any web page with the word YouTube in the title or in the URL string. Or if I want to be a little more granular, I could say www.youtube.com, and now it will block any URL or title with www.youtube.com, and by logic that's generally going to be the URL. Do not block works the same way, only these are websites never to block. And it's the same way by keyword in the URL or the title. So I can never block iamlock.com, or I could say never block just the word IAMLOC. And that will always take precedence over the blocking. So for instance, if IAMLOC was in the do not block and the website blocking, it will not block it. Category blocking, instead of naming by title, you can block whole categories. For instance, blocking instant message programs, and you can see many of the most popular instant message programs are listed, and you can deselect some if you wish. And there's many other categories: block peer-to-peer, block Internet Explorer, streaming media, Skype, etc. And anything not covered here, you can always add yourself in the website blocking or the program blocking. Program blocking, you block by the executable name. For instance, you could block notepad.exe. And this comes in handy when you have something like Worlds of Warcraft game, and you can block that game by exe. But you say, what if you change the name of the exe, and that way you can get around the blocking? Well, that's why we have title blocking. You could say Worlds of Warcraft. Now any program that shows up with that title is going to be blocked. System blocking is to prevent the most common ways to try to get around the filtering by killing in Task Manager, although we have controls that prevent killing IAMLOC in Task Manager. You can block them from accessing Registry Editor, changing the time and date, Solitaire, that's a big time waster at work, blocking MSConfig, or blocking the control panel. And we have here these windows. If it's in another language, you can change the name in that language of the control panel or the date and time. And pornography blocking. It comes preloaded with many pornography keywords. You can kind of guess what they might be. And you can edit and list those keywords by checking this box. For the purpose of this video, I won't display those words, but you can edit or add to them just by checking this box here and editing them. Now I'll go into the Schedule and Report tab. You can set schedules for IMLOC by session. Say we want to block during work hours. In the morning, you could say, I want to block when they get out work at 6 a.m. until lunchtime at 12 o'clock p.m. And this is on a 24-hour clock. And then say you want to give them 1 hour for lunch to surf, so you can start another session from 1 p.m., which is 1,300 hours, to end of work, which is 1,800 hours. And so you can mix and match sessions of blocking that way. Reporting. The reporting tab, we've tried to keep IMLOC very simple, and that's one of our core tenets is simplicity, ease of integration. So we simply log surfing on text files or CSV, which is basically a flat file text. And you can set the directory where that log file is going to show up, and you can set the format, text, which you can read in Notepad, WordPad, Word, any text editor, or Excel, CSV. And you can either check the log on or off to log the blocking report. Email reports. You can choose to have email reports emailed to you once a day if you wish, and there's 2 reports, a web use report and a blocking report. You just simply put your email address in, choose which reports you want and what time, and it will be sent to you once a day on that day. And to test it, you could press send now. We'll say email sent. So that's sending email report. Options. These are the configurability of IMLOC. You have a notification which appears when something's blocked, and you can change the message that appears on that notification. It will say, right now this is a default message, access denied. You've attempted to access a restricted website or program. If you think this is an error, please contact your network administrator. But you can change that to any message that you want that's pertinent to your organization. Password, you can change the access password. Match type, pattern match or exact phrase. We go into this more in detail. What that is in web titles or URLs there are strings, and they, as you can see, they match. A pattern match is you can take very short pieces of that string to get much broader blocking. With exact match, the entire string of the title or the URL has to be exactly word for word what you type in to be blocked. So this gives you much more configurability, and we default to pattern match. The email server, that is the server used to send your daily emails, and we use a relay. By default, we have a relay from Django Mail, djangomail.com. Importing and exporting. You can export settings. This is used more in IMLOC Professional. And you can import the XML file which stores all the IMLOC settings. So you can create a settings file, export it, bring it to another building or computer or system, and then import it here. Send to friend. You could send information about IMLOC to email address of your choosing, and you can contact support directly from within IMLOC. So those are the basic high-level functions. We have the ability to change language. For example, we have 11 different languages. I'll change to Chinese. And you can see that the entire interface will change to Chinese. It takes a moment here. And the interface has changed to Chinese. And you can say even the notification message is also in Chinese now. And I will switch iUnlock back to English. And we'll take just a second while it does that. And iUnlock will block in any language. It recognizes Chinese characters, Japanese, Arabic. Now, quickly I will go into the how to change the network settings in iUnlock Enterprise. The way it works is the settings are placed on a shared folder anywhere on your network where your target client computers can see the share. So you'll go to the Network Setting tab, and as an administrator, after you make all the settings on iUnlock the way you want them, you set as administrator and you simply say you browse to a share directory. I'll just take the C drive, and I will say export, and the export is complete, and we're done. Now pretend for a moment that we're on another computer, and we go into the Networks tab after we install, and we say now we're a client, and we will browse to the C and the IML share, and it will load all the settings in that file now. Take a moment while it's loading, and now these are an identical match to the administrator file, and it will pull and check that file on a periodic basis. When the timestamp changes, it'll know the file's changed, and it will absorb those new settings. So all you can have hundreds of clients pointing to a single file. If you change it, all those clients will absorb the new settings. If you wish, you could also run in standalone mode. So that's a very high level of iUnlock Enterprise, and you could always contact us at www.convigo.eu. That's www.convigo.eu. And thank you very much.